the that Catherine Halsey was corrupt and working outside of the system, but he has never been disloyal to her. And I'm assuming that's by choice. Why do you think he has stuck with her given her level of corruption?
She's a part of
and what she
her ultimate view.
Mhm.
Well, like, she didn't create the Spartans to quell the rebellion.
Right, okay.
They were used for that. Yes, she created.
They were
the
used for
Spartans
that, but that's not why she.
just
He
like
kind of sees her as a mom figure, I think.
no, he doesn't.
Okay, that's what I'm wondering.
He doesn't.
No. Okay, he
thing
doesn't.
is-
All right.
The thing is, she had the view that Tony Stark had, that they need a shield around the world,
Right.
and
The Spartans were supposed to be
John-
that shield.
John and a handful of other Spartans that are mostly dead now are the
Yep.
only ones that shared that view.
Pretty much the ones that died on Reach, right?
They were part of them. Yeah, George especially. George knew as much as John.
Yeah.
The
That's
big
why he
bitch.
died.
The big bitch. No, he died because he
Yeah.
stayed on Reach to get John off.
Yep.
Um,
That's exactly why he died.
That's why he got John off. However, in getting John off, they also got another copy of Cortana off and a clone of Dr. Halsey. This isn't all over.
I keep
the fucking
forgetting.
place. Yeah.
I keep forgetting that she's got several clones.
Yeah, this is in the books, and the people that just play the games are like, "Where the fuck did you get that?" I read, bitch.
Right.
But-
yeah, exactly. I'm interested in the story.
Yeah. But he chooses to follow her not because of any emotional attachment. He doesn't.
They really.
He doesn't
Sorry,
have
go
the
ahead.
ability. He does not have the ability to have an emotion. He is beyond.
What?
He is beyond.
He's super autistic, man.
No, he loves.
He is
He loves
beyond. He is beyond.
No, I mean,
psychopathy.
autistic people can love.
He is beyond psychopathy.
I think it's like pure autism in ways because like there's no emotion. He does only
Well,
what is
okay, yeah,
necessary.
it's pure psychopathy in the way that autism is also psychopathy. You get what I'm saying? Like an autistic
no, but
person
they trained him to do
could
one thing,
be-
and that's what he does well.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. An autistic person could be diagnosed as psychopathic if they were given the right or wrong
Right.
environment, depending on how you want to look at it. So yes,
Yeah, if you
he's
were
a
if you were to
psychopath,
raise a
but
very
it's because
autistic
he's
person,
autistic
right?
that he is psycho. Does that
Alright.
make sense?
But he still loves. He's in essence, it brings the computer
and
mind.
he does love. I mean, he
more to
loved
fruition.
Cortana. He
Now-
loved Cortana.
And here's the thing: it wasn't.
I think he still. I do still think he
I think
has
he
love
still
for
does.
fucking Halsey too.
It wasn't love.
Or out of
Then what is
necessity.
it?
Okay, I can speak from experience on
Because
it.
it's not just necessity. He has tenderness in the way he treats these people.
It's not tenderness.
It was just necessity.
No,
Well,
hold
come on now. Now you're just splitting hairs. Okay.
No, I'm not
Go
splitting
ahead.
hairs. I'm not splitting hairs. You have a narrow view of me. Here's the thing. All right, so let's go back to Full Metal Jacket. That might help you understand. This is my rifle. This is my gun. This is for fighting. This is for fun.
Oh, that was dumb.
At what point did he have fun with Halsey or Cortana? He never did.
Oh, bullshit. There were laughable moments between them.
They
Yes,
were
there
the,
were.
They were the perfect tool.
Of course they were. That doesn't. You can be both. Okay? It's not an exclusive thing.
A
You're
human,
acting like it can only be one
A
or the
human.
other. That's not the way it is.
a human can be both. A Spartan 3 can be both. A Spartan 4 can be both.
Dawn
Hell,
is still human.
even a Spartan 1 can be both. A Spartan
Dawn
2
is still human. Halsey couldn't separate that from him. Or any of the Spartans for that matter.
Spartan 2s have it bred out of them.
Bullshit.
Oh my God, you don't even have to go like 10 miles an hour. You just pink them.
So they need to give this game the fucking Witcher treatment for a show.
And that was a perfect stream commentary, by the way, guys. Thanks.
Seriously,
I'm
though,
not
don't you agree?
including it, but-
It's a good debate.
I would
don't-
really like.
I don't agree.
I would really like. I don't agree with you. That's fine. Moving on. Don't you think they ought to do a Netflix fucking The Witcher with this?
They have a series coming out.
and follow John. I don't want to just know about. I don't want just some random story in the UNSC fucking universe. I want the story of John from the fucking moment he was created
What's the
or
series
stolen to the. You know.
Hold on. What's the series about?
Which series?
The
It's
Halo
his life.
series.
He wants to get to know John personally. And that's not going to
There's-
happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Hold
trying
on.
to say. I want
Hold on now.
I want a media presentation that encapsulates all of it, the games and the books, like you say.
Okay. Well, then let me break it down in case you haven't heard about it.
Okay.
Halo is an upcoming American military science fiction streaming television series developed by Kyle Killen and Stephen Kane for the streaming service Paramount, based on the video game.
Nice. When's it set to
2022.
begin airing?
2022.
No shit.
Yeah.
Man, they kept that under wraps because I didn't hear shit about that.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to get Paramount again. You'll have to pay for that,
You
like
don't.
you do with the Discovery stuff. What? What?
Never
What?
mind. I'm
What?
on stream. I can't say it. But
No, you know what? Actually,
know.
I think you're right. You don't have to, but you'll have to watch it like a week later or some shit like that for free.
Anyway, but yeah, there's a series coming out, and that is fucking awesome. Like we've
That is
been wanting it.
awesome.
Like, we
What do you
wanna
know
sell
about the
for a movie.
director?
I don't know either one of them.
Okay. Well, I hope they do a good job.
I don't know. It's not a director.
It comes down to the
Series.
writers and directors. It comes down to writers and directors. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They've got
But-
source material for the writers, which will help.
But
But
I
the
can
director
tell you-
needs to know how to present the story.
I can tell you this: HCS is behind it, the Halo
Hmm?
competitive sports scene thing.
Okay.
And-
I don't know how that's really an endorsement for a good.
No, it's
Entertainment
not,
series,
It's
but-
not an endorsement. They're behind it, meaning
Oh.
like they
If we're
want
gonna
this.
rebuild the
This
UNSC,
is a 10-year
we should start by
game.
getting to the
This
next
is what
mission.
pisses me off that we don't have co-op today.
Right. It's a 10-year
This-
game.
This is their 10-year game. They had 7 years to lead up to this game that we can't co-op.
Right. Oh, but
What?
this is their 10-year game as well,
Oh, yeah.
in that they're going to milk every fucking penny they can out of every fucking player.
They better.
Because it took them 10
on,
years
Chief.
of investment
They
to make
better.
the goddamn thing.
They better. It's their job to.
I know.
If they didn't,
Okay, I thought you were
would
going
be
to complain about that.
No.
No, well, but that's what's happening in my book. That's what they're doing. They're going to milk every goddamn bit out of it. You want to taste and touch everything, you're going to have to wait and pay your money.
Well, I can
Probably
tell
ahead
you
of
this. I can tell you this. I'm not going to pay a dime for co-op. If I have to pay for co-op, I will leave the Halo franchise forever.
It'll be part of the Game Pass for free.
Better be.
But that's it. Everybody else has to pay.
There's not.
The only thing you
enough
don't
goddamn-
have to. The only thing you don't have to pay for is the multiplayer anymore. That's the new Call of
Still
Duty,
incomplete.
Halo
One more
now.
beacon and we can bust
Surprised
that
Battlefield
spire
didn't go with
wide
it, given
open.
how shit their fucking game was. Of course, they don't have a story for theirs. All they have is the multiplayer, so they had to sell something. Do you guys want to see a new PUBG though? Like, that's the question I'm wondering from everybody.
New PUBG? I would
Yeah, like a completely new remade game built around the core, you know.
If we could do what I can do right now, set up my computer and play with you guys.
Okay. That would be
Otherwise,
probably
That ain't
part
gonna
of it.
happen though.
No, that would be probably part of it. I can see that. Yeah. And then, but what I'm saying is, update the graphics, update the fucking,
UNSC's not going down that easy.
you
See
know,
in hell,
the
Banners.
engine
You are
that's running
literally
on.
killing it.
You know, bring it up to new gen standards. You know,
Yeah.
me too.
Lost my shot.
Because man, I love that game. Not because it's better necessarily than other games, but because it's distinctly different. Its core functionality from any of the other games. And I know people will be like, "Well, with Fortnite," or blah, blah." All the rest of them are cheap imitations, as far as I'm concerned. Even given the operational improvements you might find on some of those other games, this one included. This feels smooth as butter, by the way. Say what you want about Halo, their controls are
Killing
fucking
it, Marine.
spot on. Feel tight. good. All the
No,
weapons feel good.
it's like Bungie. It's really good. It's really good action and play. You know, I want to play with my buddies, so.
Yeah, that's
But it
the
has
thing.
no. But it's a thin petite. But you know what I mean? Like there's no core to it. You know, it's just this pretty shell. If you break through that, there's nothing on the inside.
Ready to
What,
move?
Destiny or this?
Destiny or this, for that matter. Now, I take that back
Here we
about
go.
this. I won't say that about Halo. Halo, the story is what kept me coming back for all these over a decade now. You know, I don't think there's another game I've played from this game. All its iterations. You know,
My regards to all your dead
maybe
So what's with the whole shaving thing?
Assassin's Creed, but that actually fell off probably 3 years ago.
Because this vehicle is
You know,
bloodthirsty.
to be honest, I've got all the Assassin's Creed games, but I haven't played since like London. You know,
Oh yeah, the 40% faster grapple shot is kind of tits.
yeah, oh, yeah, because now you can start just going along like Tarzan.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Tarzan, but you can. I use it as a weapon.
That
Oh
all day
yeah,
long.
I need to start using it more as a weapon. I'm only using it as a traversal item. It's the only time I'm thinking of
No,
it.
it's
You know what I
offensive.
mean?
It is
Oh,
definitely
I know.
offensive.
I know.
I have done some amazing. Right now, I'm just anyone viewing this recording or stream will be like, he's just driving around in a warthog with Marine.
So
Yeah, I'm chatting.
when they destroyed Reach, they didn't actually destroy the planet. They just glassed it.
They
basically.
glassed it.
Okay, so but the planet's still there.
The planet's there,
Is
yeah.
my point. Is my point. Yeah. Okay. Is there a planet killer in this game? I don't think they have a planet killer in this game.
They have a universe killer.
Not that I'm
Yeah, but that's not the
Let's
same.
get
Planet
this
killers
done.
are
Get
like
out.
a whole nother doomsday weapon to scrubbing life from the universe. I mean, if you got a powerful enough gamma blast, you could scrub the universe of organic life.
Yes, sir.
You know. So
Well,
that's-
as much as I want to say yes, but like you know that might be one
that's
of the
it's
last
still
fucking
impressive. I
black
don't mean to be
holes
like,
that-
all you need is just. That's still impressive. I'm just saying that like
like a
organic life-
teaspoon. A teaspoon of a quasar is literally like Manhattan coming at you, like in particle beam form. Like,
Marine.
yeah. If you were to put that into mathematics.
So if that hit a planet, that would also destroy the planet itself, not just the life on it. Like if you could direct.
I think it might
the-
take a few teaspoons of that
like,
matter,
if we
but
could
again,
direct, if we could direct that fucking blowtorch that like the singularities put out.
You
when they
might-
gobble up,
you might be
that
able to
could
travel
actually
with
melt-
it.
That could probably melt planets. In my point. If you could aim that at a planet, that would probably melt a planet. Like the actual structure of the planet itself. You know what I'm talking about? That concentrated beam that comes out of a black hole
yeah,
when it's
that,
trying to
that's a
gobble up
quasar.
all the matter and energy. Okay,
That's
is
a
that
quasar.
quasar? Yeah, if you put that on a planet, I think it would actually
with you,
destroy
Chief.
the planet as well.
Oh yeah,
And not
yeah,
just the life on it.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah.
It would have physical force,
Um,
like you're saying.
I ain't dying today.
But yeah, oh yeah. Like it's so dense. It's such a dense particle beam. Like
Right.
it's the black hole. It's in essence, you know, an idea of it is like a white hole. It's matter spewing out of a black hole.
Yeah.
We don't know if it's
Otherwise,
because
I'm good.
the.
Now
you know,
that same beam, beyond the point where it's all concentrated, like you're talking about, even beyond that point, if that were to sweep through a planet, that would scrub it.
Oh yeah,
all
no, that one
organic.
beam, it just had like one
Complete our
wobble of
Forerunner
that
data
would
set
just
algorithmically,
nuke anything.
but no
It would
Any
fuck our
organic.
sun up, or
We need to
no,
reach
it would
that
not
final
nuke our.
beacon.
It would be enough to cause a supernova of our sun. It would.
Oh
you know,
shit!
HVT
Oh, God, yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Ordo
You know, we
Because
recently
again,
found
it's
the
you know a
closest-
wobble. We say it would be a quick
He's not going to
wobble,
go down easy.
you know, in
Taking him out
astrological
will only
sense.
improve the
You know,
Right, but
so
we
it's
just- Most of the black holes that I've heard about are pretty far out.
Heads up,
But
brute
they found the
sniper.
closest ones to us, and there is two of them that are about to like eat each other and become even more
Yeah.
giant.
Inbound.
Only 600 billion light years.
Yeah, it's not too far
So
away.
scary
Okay.
close in the vast, yeah, in the cosmic sense, it's much too close. you know, 'cause it could, you know, pop off one of those fucking things, fry our solar system. So I was reading about
that's really not one that I'm worried about
I
too
was
much
reading.
because
I was reading an article about the Oort cloud, and you'll find this interesting because it's going to have a lot to do with that new satellite telescope that they're launching. So we can't see very well beyond the Oort cloud. Okay?
no, we can't. Yeah,
But-
it's a wobble.
But it moves, the contents of it move just like any other thing. They orbit, they rotate, they move around the space in which they inhabit. And one of the things that they're going to use that new telescope that they're coming out with is to find and track some gross number. I feel like it's more than 1 million objects that are a part of that cloud. Because, you know, it's made up of like little tiny dust particles all the way up to
Yeah.
fucking dwarf planets and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the sands on the ocean are spread throughout space, you know, like, you know, all
Well-
our solar system is in the cloud around us still, you know.
So it's basically in a big bubble. Yeah, it really is. Which
Some of
protects
it's
us.
held together with the gravity of
Which
everything.
protects,
Others is outside deep space.
Which protects us from open spaces, radiation levels, stuff like that. Like it's actually crazy how much of a egg we live in. You know what I mean? Like both in terms of the planet and then going out to the solar system and the Helios bubble and then this Oort cloud bubble beyond that. You know.
So, what are the Challenger? Is it Challenger? Sorry.
So one more thing.
what
one more
are
thing.
the-
So when
yeah.
their telescope maps it, they think they can find gaps in the Oort cloud. They know where the objects are. They can find gaps and aim that telescope through those
Yeah,
gaps.
because
to
it's
an
gonna
even
pick up. It's
clearer-
gonna focus on red light radiation.
Yeah. Right. But it needs to find less dense sections of the Oort cloud to look through. Does that make sense?
I'm sure.
By mapping the Oort cloud, that's how they'll find it. Here's another new one.
Oh.
They found a galaxy. I forget how far it was from us or whatever. But the thing that made it strange was it is absolutely devoid of dark matter. Which is pretty unusual. Dark matter is pretty much the lattice work of the universe. That's what they figured.
Well, you know, there's concentrations
that-
of it too, and
Reinforcements
Right,
inbound.
but yes, right, but I don't think they had found a galaxy prior to this that didn't have any of it. You know what I'm saying? Basically, the last work that stars and solar systems and black holes, all the objects that we think of as being in space, it's what they actually hold on to. May end up in the end being the reason why the Great Expansion theory is incorrect. In my opinion.
well, I mean, right now, I gotta say, right now, at the very least, we're in an expansion phase too. Yeah, I still, the way my mind grasps it literally was
I'm
a
sorry.
bang and a big
Yes,
explosion.
I don't disagree with that, and that the contents of that explosion were being
It could be
pushed out.
conical, it could be donut shaped. I really don't.
Right, I'm not trying to argue that
I
either.
don't
I'm
care
not even
about
trying to argue the fact of the idea of it. That I agree with that. I agree with the idea that that's how it should work. But I'm also arguing that I think that the dark matter lattice work within the universe keeps that from maybe happening as quickly as science would have thought it would.
Well, you know,
what I'm
it's-
saying? And maybe
you know,
even
the
can
dark
counterbalance.
matter just really, you know, that is quantum entanglement, you know.
Right.
It's keeping our, you know, it's the gravity that's keeping everything together, but
From
it's
just
not
flying.
uniform.
Yeah, exactly. Without it, I think everything would just fucking fly off into the infinity of the universe, if you will, completely unchecked from said explosion. You know what I mean? But obviously something about the creation of the universe
But I know
must
I'm
have been
pretty,
creating
I'm
the
pretty
lattice work
confident.
even as it was expanding out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like the
and I'm
act
pretty
of-
confident, like, how our universe is gonna die is literally just atomic cooldown, you know? like black holes still have a lot of energy, but you know the final creatures in this universe are black holes, and like if there's any other matter around, it's literally gonna be fucking. Hold on, wait for it. It's an easy melting metal.
I don't necessarily again
That
disagree
accounts
with
for all of the
that,
crew.
but I
Now
think
it's
that if
just
we
down
could
to us
somehow
and the
see
target.
beyond
Go
that
get 'em.
point, or to that
The
point,
the
at
heat
very
death
least.
heat death
Uh,
is
oh,
when
heat
everything.
death?
It's
No, no,
pretty
no, no,
much
no.
when the
I know what
the
it is.
universe reaches zero.
I know what it is.
Zero
I
Kelvin.
think that if we could see beyond that, or at least to that point, we would see that there is still a gravitational point for the matter of the universe that would
Well,
pull
the
everything
idea of this
that
is
will
there's
pull
no,
everything back into that center point. You know, crushing it all down again until it pops out a new universe, basically. So I believe in both the expansion and the falling back in. I just think that it takes the inertia level of what you're talking about, the heat death, before the system can pull everything back into itself again. And that process might take the same amount of time it took for the heat death to occur. You know what I'm saying?
because everything has been spewed so far and wide that it will just inevitably devolve into heat death. Like there might,
And I
there might be
agree.
white
You're not
holes
hearing
and
me.
shit
I'm
like
not
that.
disagreeing with
Yeah.
that. I'm saying after that point is reached, however, I still believe there's a force which will pull all that dead now and cold matter back into a center point where it will be pressed into such, you know, compactness that it will push through and create a new universe bubble. It's like how it recycles itself.
They're less on the universe, the web of the idea that they're less keen on the idea now that there's a web of there's a
Multiple
web
universes?
Of, no. Well, there's a web of that there's a web of
Bubble
different
universes
laws of
off of
physics.
one another.
No, just
No.
like a web of laws of physics rippling, and you know they collide, and the ones that do are a new universe. You
That
know,
did
they
it,
they don't
Chief.
think that's quite the
so-called
case.
race master
Okay.
won't be
I don't.
causing
I'm
the
not very
UNSC
familiar
any more
with that
trouble.
treaties.
He
I'm
was one of
familiar
Eshrom's
more
most
with what I'm
trusted lieutenants.
referring to,
Vanished,
which is
took
this
a big
idea
loss
of
today.
bubble universes that are
The
created
data we've been gathering is
off of one another,
fascinating,
essentially.
but still incomplete.
The
One
Big
more
Bang
beacon
points are
and we
nothing
can
more
bust
than
that spire wider.
a wormhole busting through into not a universe, but creating space out of nothing. I guess. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand this. I never understood this idea that there's some, you know, the membranes of universes. That theory, and that parallel universes can rub up against one another, and that it's just a membrane. But the suggestion of a membrane suggests that there's some space between spaces. You know what I mean? And that doesn't make sense to me in my brain. It just doesn't. Doesn't feel.
Well, I mean, because there is space, there has to be space. Like that.
You get what
that's
I'm
kinda-
saying? You get what I'm saying, though. That there.
Yeah.
So we have space. We have the space that is the universe space, but that there's universes of space. There's multiple of them, and that they sit next to one another. But for that to happen, there has to be a space between those membranes. A space that's not space, that sits outside of it. It's like negative. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never. I'm not. Don't. Moving on.
Oh, I got you. Oh my god, I did.
I got you,
Ow!
babe.
Ow! Oh. Wow, this is nutty. I don't know if they killed that fucker, but... Whoa! Jesus. I hope I don't have to kill both these fuckers. I hope I saved it halfway through, but I doubt it. Arr. No, I think...
Picking up a UNSC distress signal not far from this location.
Ah, it didn't work out too well. Oh,
Okay,
loud.
Servano, I want you to listen to recovered file number 2 of the UNSC audio log. Halsey says, I hope we can count on John to do what is necessary to kill his friend Cortana.
Right? The dizzy bitch.
So, obviously, they knew he felt emotions like a human.
I mean, oftentimes, like I'm gonna say, autistic people have quite a few emotions. It's just the challenge
Picking up
can be like
reinforcements coming our
they don't
way.
understand them or whatnot. Like, I mean, I sometimes I have issues because one of them has to, one of my kids has to. One of my kids has to fucking move, and they're very uncomfortable, but can't relate that they're uncomfortable with what's going on. It's a disconnect of emotions and behavior. Why this fucking... How
That's
does
why
this...
you know when I'm at a safe or whatever. If I quit out of the game right now, will it load me back in right here?
It does a decent job of doing it.
These Marines aren't dying today. Great work.
So you guys never read about the chameleon effect.
God damn. I know I'm doing tons of things wrong, but I still feel like I want to say I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
But no luck. No way around it. We need to reach that final beacon.
Ah. Oh my god. That just froze up and lagged out. Fun.